All righty then. Let me do this. All right. Here we go, Slocomotives.
This is Big E.
I want residuals.
One of my favorite days of the week, it's Whip Ass Wednesday. We're that much closer to a Friday and a weekend, and we get to share with you, Freak Nation, some people kicking some ass on Wednesday. We tend to focus on women on a Women's Whip Ass Wednesday, Crasher.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what WAW. No, I guess that is Whip Ass Wednesday. WWAW, Women Whipping Ass Wednesday.
Yeah. There's got to be a radio station, WWAW, Women Whipping Ass in Wisconsin. Right?
Ooh, now I want to look it up.
Crasher, look at that banner behind you. That looks pretty spiffy. Nice job.
Little Mav TV action going on.
Right.
Yeah.
You like that, Richie? You jealous, bro?
I like it. I'm sure you took months to put that together, Crash.
Months.
Built it
Oh,
by
yeah.
hand.
Now we're assuming that I put it together. Yeah, I could barely put pictures together in a photo album. So yeah, no, this is not me, not my creation.
This day was significant, and yes, we center a lot of things around, a lot of our conversations around racing, but we can expand on damn near anything. That's how come we're so damn spiffified. But
Is Devin Booker really out for the playoffs? I'm if you want to expand, I'm just saying.
Well, Richie seemed to be the snorkeler last night on Twitter when it comes to the Suns. Richie, what's your take on DB coming back to the Suns?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't think he should be fine. He should be fine. Just a little hamstring issue. He'll be okay. I hope.
That's why the towel was thrown and the frustration in the face. And
I was very angry last night, needless to say. Suns getting beat by the Pelicans on home court after Devin Booker put up 31 points in the first half. One of the best performances you'll ever see in the NBA playoffs. And then Phoenix Sports decided to hit him flat in the face like he got hit by a truck. I'm like, oh, sorry, Devin. You can't have nice things. Here's a hamstring injury. Missed the rest of the game. And his status is still unknown.
Yeah.
it didn't even look like, I mean, if it happened when some people think it happened, it didn't even look like anything. Just sucks. Injuries suck. Injuries whipping ass on all of us. That sucks.
Richie, did you get your answer last night on Twitter? Was Robert Sarver at the game?
They never showed him on TV.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe he's hiding away in his suite where the cameras can't see him. We have no idea where he is. Where in the world is Robert Sarver?
Wherever the microphones cannot get to him.
Is it me, or am I just hung up on... No, it's not me. I'm that guy that would, maybe not initially, but when I walk in a room and there's a big, fat, freaking white or pink elephant in the corner, I'm typically going to go, there's a big, fat, white or pink elephant in the corner. And I guess that's an obsession of mine. I don't like to be uncomfortable. I'm not uncomfortable if Robert Sarver's there or not. But I just like to call it out because I don't like living a lie at times when you're sitting in a room with a bunch of people and there's one a-hole over there with a freaking hatchet and you know he's going to go after you. You want to say, hey, bro, what's that behind your back? Is that a hatchet? You don't want to wait till he pulls it out.
Yeah, but again, we might go down a rabbit hole here, but that's the Phoenix sports market in general. Things are allowed to fester in the randomness of the Phoenix sports market, and people aren't ones to call things out. They are not ones to call a spade a spade. So
correct.
Here we go. Months later, after the investigation began, it's still just an investigation.
I thought I read something this morning, speaking of investigations, where Jay Leno made a comment about how the Oscars and the committee, they're investigating what happened with Will Smith and Chris Rock. And Leno was spot on. He says, I've got every camera at my disposal from TV. Why do you need to spend weeks and months on an investigation? Mm-hmm. Will Smith went up there and slapped Chris Rock.
On his own accord. And then sat down and said, leave my wife's name out of your conversation. Or whatever he said. Kind of like that.
And the same thing with Robert Sarver. There are pages and pages and interview after interview. It's got to be the NBA stalling for hoping for two things: that the Phoenix Suns crash and burn so they can answer this Robert Sarver Q&A or questions that we have after the season without the Suns holding the championship trophy. Because how awkward is that going to be, Richie?
Yeah.
Game 7 at Footprint Center or Barefoot Center, whatever the hell they're calling it. Footprint Center. Game 7. The Suns win the championship at Footprint Center. And Robert Sarver is either there or not there. The NBA, Silver and company are cringing for the thought of that.
So am I. The way things are going right now, I don't even want to talk about the finals. I just want to talk about winning Game 3. That's at the forefront of my mind right now. But yeah, you're right. We talked about this months ago when this first dropped, and I brought that up. I was like, what if get to the Western Conference Finals like the Suns are expected to do? Is Robert Sarver there to get the trophy? Like I put that out months ago, and we still don't have the answer to that. That would be his first public appearance that we know of in like almost a year if he shows up and gets the Western Conference Final trophy.
And speaking of Robert Sarver, I know we're alienating 96% of our audience, but when he resigned from the board of that bank that he was part of for a couple of decades, I saw that because I punched his name in Google just to see what kind of news was out there about Sarver, and the news had just come out about him resigning from the board of this bank that he's been a part of for many, many years. And evidently it's a thing. I didn't think anything of it, but evidently it's a thing with him resigning from this board. And I don't... Wait,
you mean like from multiple boards? He's a resignator?
No, from this one. Let me see. It's fine. Robert Sarver. Okay. Yeah, Robert Sarver retires from Western Alliance Bank. All right.
Okay.
He was the executive chairman. Robert Sarver. He was the executive chairman from Western Alliance Bank. And again, I didn't think it was a thing, but ESPN reported on it. I believe Phoenix Republican, the Arizona Republic, reported on it like it was something. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe they see the storm coming and they want his happy ass out of their boardroom before the storm hits, Richie.
Yep, they actually launched their own investigation and probe into Robert Sarver's behavior earlier this year.
Right. So
they got their own stuff going on. So if he's resigning from that, then you know the S is about to hit the fan here very, very shortly. And again, it'd be the most Phoenix sports thing ever for this to happen in the middle of the playoffs, and the NBA decides to go, hey, it's like, because they know it's like they don't have the Lakers, they don't have the Clippers, they don't have your big players, your big teams left. So a lot of the teams that are left are a lot of young stars, right? Your Jason Tatum's in Boston, Devin Booker, and here in Phoenix, et cetera, et cetera. Kevin Durant, obviously, Steph Curry aside, but so they're like, okay, well, what can we do to drum up something here?
Mm-hmm.
Let's drop the investigation right in the middle of the playoffs to generate some conversation, some news. Because like, what was the biggest story for 3 straight days? It was Kyrie Irving. Still, that's a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
People are still talking about it today. I don't know if that's what the NBA wants.
Think about this. The announcement from Western Alliance Bank, the chief executive and president.
Okay, real quick, give me a timeline. When was this announcement?
It was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. So it was recent. All right.
The president said this about Robert Sarver, and I want to make note of this if and when the Woj bomb drops on this. Robert's vision and leadership made the remarkable success of Western Alliance possible. Robert was honest, transparent, and led the company with integrity through his time as a colleague and as a friend to many of us. In navigating some of the most challenging economic conditions of the last 2 decades, including the Great Recession, Robert's stewardship allowed the company to support tens of thousands of customers and employees who rely on us every day. We wish him well as he pursues other adventures.
Well, that's all glowing and beautiful and rainbows and unicorns.
Yeah, that's just it, man. It's coming. It's freaking coming. I've been to Phoenix too damn long. Kyler Murray is going to be playing for the Panthers here next year.
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting story blowing up as well. Phoenix sports. Why can't we just have nice things?
Your Coyotes, Richie, losers of 7 in a row? Is that right?
Sounds about right.
I feel for the cats that have to cover Phoenix sports for Arizona Republic. My goodness.
And don't forget the Arizona Diamondbacks, who I saw some things on Twitter yesterday.
Right.
I saw some things on Twitter yesterday, completely unconfirmed, so I probably shouldn't repeat them. But the there was a rumor. I'm just going to say this relating to the city of Austin and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Do your own research.
Isn't it every year? Every year, another city comes up. Vegas was there for a couple of years in a row of where the Diamondbacks will be relocated. Portland was in a couple of years ago.
Right.
So Austin's the new one, huh?
Add Austin to the list now.
Okay. Yeah, I think it went Portland, Vegas, then pretty quiet for a year or two. And now Austin. Mm-hmm. Okay.
They can leave for all I care. Just get rid of that ownership group. Give us an expansion team. Yeah. I'm so done.
How'd that work out for? Well, we bought a championship.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe the Oakland A's can move to Phoenix. So maybe that's what we got going here. We got the Diamondbacks leaving to Austin, and the Oakland A's, who are looking for a new ballpark, can move to Phoenix and bring their brand of crappy ass baseball here. There were only 3,000 people at the Oakland A's game on Tuesday night. That's it. 3,000 people.
Yeah, but hold on. How many people can the Diamondbacks boast of?
Probably 10. I don't know.
Oh, that was more than I thought you were going to say. Okay.
I haven't looked, but.
Yeah, when the Diamondbacks tweet out something like, I think it was something like going to the top of the ninth, we're down 1 run, and you don't see many responses. When they lost to Washington yesterday. It's such a bad vibe. Anyway, hey, we got some kick-ass on a Whip-Ass Wednesday with some women doing some things. And our good friend Rob Halford kicking some ass.
Oh, do tell.
I will. Next.
Hey, Freak Nation, our buds at General Tire want to give you $70 back on a Visa prepaid card. How do you get it? Well, you buy 4 qualifying passenger tires from General Tire, up to $70 back. We're not talking these high-performance bad boys you see in the ARCA series. Passenger tires. You follow me? For more information, go to GeneralTire.com. GeneralTire.com. General Tire delivers for whatever you do. And, of course, the official tire of the Freak Nation.
Have you heard about Lucas Brake Parts Cleaner? Lucas Brake Parts Cleaner is made of the highest quality components, giving you superior performance and leaving no residue. How do you apply this? You apply Lucas Brake Parts Cleaner liberally to the parts that need to be cleaned. You'll eliminate brake fluid, grease, dust, and dirt components. We know a little bit about that here in the desert, I'd say. And basically what that does is that makes you a happy driver, because now your brake noise is gone and your performance has gone up. Boom.
Hey, I'm Kyle Busch. The biggest racing weekend ever at Worldwide Technology Raceway is coming June 3rd through the 5th. The party starts Thursday with the NASCAR Fan Fest and Hauler Parade at Ballpark Village. Cup practice and truck qualifying on Friday, Cup qualifying and the Toyota 200 on Saturday, and it all wraps up on Sunday with the Enjoy Illinois 300. This is the first time in a lifetime to see the NASCAR Cup Series at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Go to worldwidetechnologyraceway.com to get your tickets now. Brought to you in part by the Illinois Office of Tourism and Illinois South Tourism.
While the other networks are in reruns, see what we run. Monday, get ready for another episode of UPN's outrageous hidden camera show, Red Handed.
Let's see some wrestling.
Where unsuspecting victims are caught making complete jerks of themselves on national television.
Emmy always lies when he goes out with the guys.
This dude likes to get down and dirty, and his girlfriend's gonna call him on it.
Can't talk right now.
I heard a girl.
It's for people.
See what happens when he gets caught with his pants down.
No. Let me explain.
Monday at 9 on UPN Channel 13.
This is Big E.
I want residuals.
Hey, let's first get to our whip-ass story.
All right.
Triple F alerted us to this. Grasher, we know where we were when this happened.
Mm-hmm. Long Beach.
Danica Patrick. On this day, how many years ago?
14.
Oh.
I know. It does not seem like it's been that many years ago. 2008, Danica Patrick takes the win in the Japan IndyCar race. This is when IRL and kart were still split as two separate series. And so she takes the win in Japan on a Saturday night of the Long Beach Grand Prix weekend. And the paddock in Long Beach on the kart side of things blows up with the news come Sunday morning. Oh my God, Danica Patrick got a win. And then, of course, all the idiots want to say, well, it's not a real win because it was based on fuel mileage. Let me just rewind to how many superstar racers from Jimmy Johnson to Kyle Busch to Scott Dixon have won races on fuel mileage based on their engineers being better than the other engineers that day in saving fuel. Yeah, it happens all the time. It's part of racing. I mean, it's kind of in that line of a racing thing. We can also go back to Kyle Busch's win this past Sunday on the dirt in Bristol, where even Kyle himself said, hey, sometimes you luck into him. A win's a win. Guess what? This win from Danica Patrick 14 years ago was a legitimate win. Whipping ass Wednesday, Danica. Whipping ass on your 14-year anniversary.
Go ahead, Richie.
I would just like to point out that as you watch this, pay attention to some of the names that you'll see here and some of the names that she beat to win this race, too.
All right.
She was saving fuel. Here she comes. The white flag, this time by, and nobody within sight. Look at Miles. 1.5 miles to go for Danica Patrick and the Motorola team. Could history be made at Twin Ring Motegi? Down the backstretch for one more time. Does she have enough fuel to get around the final two corners? Into turns 3 and 4. Danica Patrick coming out of 4. And boys, move over. The lady is coming through. Danica Patrick wins at Twin Ring Motegi.
She beats Elio. She beats Scott Dixon. She beats Dan Weldon. Some of the biggest names in the history of the sport she beat to win that race.
That was just awesome.
Yep.
Just awesome. And how bizarre to see names like Townsend Bell and Vitor Mira. It's like, whoa, forgot about some of them being in the series too.
Andretti last.
Was that Marco or Michael? That was Michael.
Michael, 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Pretty cool.
Rob Halford kicking ass with his new book coming out in November. Rob Halford. It's called Rob Halford, Rob Halford, Heavy Metal Scriptures. It's Tales of the Road. It's coming off the heels of his Confess album.
And his Confess book, right?
Sorry, yes, his Confess book. And
ad for fries right there.
I like that. It's an encyclopedia and manifesto in which Halford shares his opinions, memories, and anecdotes regarding every element of rock and roll and lifestyle, from tours to tattoos, riffs to riders, and drugs to devil horns. My man, Rob Halford, kicking ass.
I love you, man.
And not just there, and I don't have this to pull up. I just found this because this came out this morning, and I will read this. This is badass. Judas Priest Rob Halford names litter of kittens at LA Rescue Center.
Huh?
Rob Halford has christened in metal christened in metal a litter of kittens for kitten rescue and has named one after the late Foo Fighters drummer Taylor Hawkins.
Oh.
Kitten Rescue is a Los Angeles-based nonprofit volunteer-run organization dedicated to finding loving homes for unwanted cats and kittens. And Halford was invited by the rescue center to come up with names for the newest litter.
Nice.
The Metal God came up with a selection of monikers inspired by his love for heavy music, comprised of Taylor, Turbo, Angel, Starbreaker, Rocker, and Mama Rose.
All right. All right. Turbo. Of course, me being a motorhead, all I can think of is racing related or car performance related. Where does Turbo sit in the rock and roll genre?
Their famous song, I'm your turbo
okay.
lover.
Right.
And I don't need to go through all of the names of these songs and the significance they have with Priest, but I just think it's badass. Good job, Rob. He's a big cat fan, man. If you follow him on Insta, you see just some phenomenal shots that he's got up there with his cats and some things that he finds all over the internet. Anybody else want to kick some ass, Richie?
Yeah, I don't have much else today. Yeah, I'm still reeling from the Suns last night. So, shout out to the Pelicans though for being the best team in the NBA on the road.
Serious?
Well, the best team, but at least the team with the best record.
Yes,
Pelicans. I still don't understand that moniker for a sports team. Pelican.
Well, listen, Crash.
You know what Pelicans do? They take a shit on you at the beach. So that's what the Pelicans are doing to the Suns right now. They're taking a shit on them and saying, look who's boss. Up here, baby.
Thank you, Crash, for chiming in today.
That's what they do. They're showing it.
There it is. There's a good tease for you later today, Richie. Crasher's take on the Suns' loss last night to the Pelicans. Bam.
Taking a shit.
I want to keep those sponsors behind you, Crash.
Oh, we love them.
Mm-hmm.
They know that sometimes I have a potty mouth. We just need to add to the list maybe a Canon filter or something.
Mm-hmm.
So if I decide to trash talk with bad words again, we just go and put a filter over me.
That's a good point. But let me know next time you're about to trash so I can have something ready. All right.
Okay.
All right, Freak Nation. Hope you're whipping ass.
Whoa. Happy Earth Day, by the way.
Oh, hell yeah. Bang.
Yes. What are you doing to support the earth and make things greener again? Guess what we're doing? We're composting food now.
We are, Richie.
I'm going to get a video up about that. I meant to have it up today. Oops. We are composting food. And what did Kenny do this morning when he cut up the strawberries for Henley's breakfast? He took the little tops of those strawberries that he cut off and threw them in the composter.
Yep.
Oh, I feel good.
Nice. Very
Richie,
well done. It's also National Cold Brew Day today as well.
Right.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I forgot it's National Guitar Month, too. Why don't we feature guitar players? All right, man. Keep kicking ass on a Wednesday, Freak Nation. We'll do it again Friday. I should be live from Talladega.
Wait, are we doing it Friday? Because I thought with you in Talladega and me being on a little kid field trip from the National History Museum.
That's right. Oh, that would be so choice.
No,
are you kidding me?
I'm on babysitting duty there. There is no way I'm going to pull my attention away from 6 to 10 kids just to do a little hit on the internet.
Well, then maybe Richie and I will do it. I'll wrangle up a driver and we just
there you go.
Have a typical Freaks Friday. All right.
That actually could be fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Happy Whip Ass Wednesday, Freaks.
This is Big E.
I want residuals.